Speaking of home and homes and the pandemic, more than 120,000 United States kids had caregivers die during the pandemic. I want you to read this headline. I want you to wrap your mind around this. And I want you to really think about what the implications are of this. The number of U.S. children orphaned during the COVID-19 pandemic may be larger than previously estimated, and the toll has been far greater among Black and Hispanic Americans, a new study suggests. More than half the children who lost a primary caregiver during the pandemic belong to those two racial groups, which make up about 40% of the U.S. population. According to the study published Thursday by the medical journal Pediatrics, these findings really highlight those children who have been left most vulnerable by the pandemic and where additional resources should be directed. By the way, schools are open, folks. Thank you, President Biden, for opening the schools so our kids can go learn, catch a virus, go home, get their parents killed, and then go to an orphanage where their lives will be destroyed. Thank you, President Joe Biden. Thank you for your bold leadership. How many kids can we orphan? Trump is getting trumped by Biden on this one. Let's see. How many parents can we kill? My guess is 75,000. Can we get 75? Can we get 80,000? 80,000 orphans. Can we get 90,000? Can we get 100,000? Joe Biden, where are you? What's going on here? Does anyone know? During 15 months of the nearly 19-month COVID-19 pandemic, more than 120,000 U.S. children lost a parent or grandparent who was a primary provider of financial support and care. The study found another 22,000 children experienced the death of a secondary caregiver. So your mom dies. Your mom is dead because of Donald Trump and Joe Biden's horrible handling of this pandemic. Your mom is dead. And so you live with your grandma. And your grandma dies from the same policies that dumb fuck motherfucker Donald Trump and shit for brains asshole Joe Biden did not do anything about. The pandemic is killing people's fucking parents and then their grandparents, and then they go to orphanages. Meanwhile, where's Joe Biden? Is he shutting down schools? Where's the national lockdown? What the fuck is going on? Why are schools open? What the fuck are we doing as a society? If we would have had a 2-month lockdown in March of 2020, none of this would have happened. I thought, oh, Joe Biden's going to win. Maybe we'll have that 2-month lockdown. Maybe we'll get everything together. Nope. 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 Nuh-uh. Nope. This country is falling apart. It's over. The American experiment is over. Again, I want you to know, if you are under the age of, like, let's say 60, chances are, assuming this pandemic doesn't kill you, you are going to outlive the United States of America. I spent the first hour of today's show talking about how cops can get away with killing people in any context. You can shoot at people from an unmarked van, got away with it. You can kill people, lie about why you killed them, get away with it. You can shoot a motherfucker in the back of the head and shoot into a neighbor's house, get away, in a school zone, get away with it. How many times do I need to cover cop stories of them killing innocent people and getting away with it? How many times? How many times do I have to do this? How many times do I have to show videos of cops openly fist bumping each other? Oh, you shot that motherfucker with a goddamn tear gas grenade. Good shot, fist bump. How many times do I have to show you these videos? Right, so while that's happening, we have a pandemic going on where both presidents that have been in charge so far somehow don't know what to do. What? Reminder of Biden's vaccine mandate, remember that? Yeah, get vaccinated or don't. One hell of a mandate. Where's the school lockdown? Yeah, we're going to mandate that you either get vaccinated or you just don't. Yeah, it's a binary mandate. You get vaxxed or you don't. Meanwhile, schools are open. Everyone go to school. What the fuck? What is going on? What is going on? Like, what the fuck? Again, read this headline. How is this not on every national news station? How is this not on the radios? How are people not being taught this in school? 120,000 children are in orphanages because of this fucking goddamn pandemic, of a preventable pandemic. All we needed was a multi-month lockdown. Everything would have been fine. But the cult of capitalism said, nah. We're going to sacrifice 1 million Americans to the volcanoes of capital. We're going to sacrifice the childhoods of 100,000 kids to the gods of capital. Jeff Bezos wants more money. Elon Musk wants more money. How are they going to get more money unless we kill 1 million innocent civilians? Donald Trump wants some cash. Joe Biden's asleep at the wheel. Congress doesn't give a fuck. Congress approved a $1 billion bill for the Iron Dome in Israel. There was extra, unnecessary funding. They approved that in 3 days. From the legislation being drafted to it getting voted on in 3 days. $1 billion down the drain? Are they going to spend $1 billion on American civilians to stop the executions from this pandemic? Are they going to spend $1 billion on maybe stopping police killings? No, Joe Biden gave police 3 times the amount of money that they had previously. What else do you need to know? This country doesn't give a fuck about you. You're on your own. You don't have a constitutional right to anything. First Amendment? What? Second Amendment? What? Third Amendment? What? Fourth Amendment? What? All these amendments are thrown out the fucking window as soon as the government wants to. First Amendment, right to a peaceful assembly, gone. 2020 proved that. Second Amendment, right to bear arms, right? And organize in a militia. Well, we saw in California, when the Black Panthers tried that, they restricted guns. Now, am I saying I'm in favor of guns? No, I'm just saying you don't have a constitutional right to have anything. You have nothing. There is no constitutional right. As soon as black people say, hey, let's get some guns, government cracks down. Third Amendment. Yeah, you might be thinking, Third Amendment. What's that one again? Right. The one where soldiers aren't allowed to quarter themselves. Well, guess what? We saw in Elizabeth City, soldiers were occupying college dorms, and kids could not go to college. But the college owns the dorms. Oh, right, okay, sure. Fourth Amendment, unreasonable search and seizure. Have you ever heard of civil asset forfeiture? Look it up. Gone. Fifth Amendment, the right to a speedy trial. What? What? If you're shot in the back of the head while running away from the Ku Klux Klan, there's no speedy trial for you. Gone. How many more do I need to go into? You have no rights. You have no rights. There is no Constitution. It's fake. It's made up. They lie to you about it in school. They want you to think you have rights so that you don't complain. Because whenever they want to, the government can kill you. That's capitalism. They are killing you for money. They work you to death for fucking money. From when you were born, you go to school for goddamn 12, 13, 15, 18, however many years you go to school. What do you learn in school? Not how to be a critical thinker. Not how to think for yourself. Not how to enjoy life. Not how to just have a happy life living as a human being with this beautiful consciousness that we are given, a gift from whatever it is. I don't know where it came from, but we have this beautiful network of neurons in our brains that allow us to be anything we want, and it allows us pleasure, beautiful happiness. We can just be happy. But no, you are taught, indoctrinated, how to be a good little worker drone. You are taught from a kid, an impressionable young age, that you have a constitutional right to free protest. You are taught to be a good little worker. You are taught the basic skills for work. You're not taught how to think for yourself. Art is never funded. I remember when I went to elementary school, I'm 25. When I went to elementary school, we had one art teacher. And over the course of me being in that elementary school, the art funding went down and down and down. I remember in first grade, we had all these paints and coloring kits and all that. And by the time I was in fifth grade, they couldn't afford it anymore. All we had were pencils, colored pencils. No more paint. They don't care about art. They don't care about teaching kids creativity. They don't care about any of that fucking shit. All they do is care about making you a good little worker drone. They'll kill your parents. They'll kill your grandparents. They'll kill your brothers. They'll kill your sisters. If it's not from a preventable pandemic, it's from police brutality. If it's not from police brutality, it's from preventable illness. Right? Because you have to pay to go to the doctor. So if you have a cold and you think, I hope it'll pass, guess what? You're dead. Because it wasn't a cold. It was a viral infection. You're dead now because you didn't want to spend $50 or $100 going to the doctor. You are useless to the United States government. I don't know what other headline I need to show you that proves that you mean nothing. The government views you as a product. You are nothing. You are shit on the government's shoes. And you need to fucking learn more. You need to wake the fuck up, man. Holy shit. Holy shit, folks.